What's up? Y'all,
We're here.
Headbangers in chat. Any about boomers in chat?
Yeah.
I like this playlist because it reminds me of Guitar Hero 1 bonus songs.
That were like created specifically for Guitar Hero, right?
Yeah. Feels good, man.
So,
yeah, we got 10 more decks. If you didn't catch the key rack and stream, we opened one of the decks from this display each for the first attempt at the key racking. We played it wrong.
Yeah. And then we played it wrong again, but still won.
Played it wrong a different way the second time.
Played it wrong, slightly more difficult.
So. We bought... no, we didn't buy anything today. So this is the 3 displays we have are what we're going to take into the beginning of the Tournament of Champions.
We're just going to start the tournament with what we have right now.
And assuming that it actually comes out in May in America, we will have enough to buy locally, which is what we wanted to do in the first place.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we're hoping that we'll have stretched the content long enough so that when the American drop finally happens, we'll do huge. And I'm down to just play all day one day.
Yeah.
We'll do like a huge opening stream, maybe a couple more
US release
streams, day. And then we will have the tournament start back.
Yeah.
With all those decks. So
we'll get an amount of rounds of the tournament in the next few weeks, but. We have 36 decks, so that's 9 streams.
Right,
9 streams worth of pods.
That's 3 weeks worth, which should get us to about the American release. So.
Assuming it's not delayed again,
yeah,
which is very possible considering the state of the port. Apparently,
who knows?
Who knows? So. But we have Dark Tidings now, and we're just gonna go and start opening decks.
Yeah.
So let's go.
I will say these packages are easier to open. So. The Baroness that raises up the seasons.
I have Bookish Shirik. Okay. Bookish Shirik. It has 3 Deepwater Ruins, which I don't care what else is in the deck. It's probably pretty good. Love set if I was rich about 10 more displays. I think it's pretty strong. I don't know why people think it's not super strong. Star Wars Day?
Not May the 4th. I think it's May 16th.
16th? Okay. 16th.
Yeah.
That's probably right.
I think.
I think there are potentially some very, very strong decks.
Or the 15th. It's going to be the middle of May.
I also think a lot about the power
average,
level.
you don't think it's super strong?
I also think a lot about the power level of the set is yet to be seen. I think people also need to learn how to play the set before they make conclusions like that too. Because like a lot of the older sets, you didn't really get a feel for how the set played until you played a whole lot of games with it. That's how it kind of was with, especially like Worlds Collide, Mass Mutation.
I think our stream has shown that cards or decks that are good in a set versus itself are not necessarily what's best set versus other sets.
I think that's especially the case here.
Yeah.
There's going to be a Dark Tidings deck that loses first round, but it's going to be absolutely insane against other sets. We got a Deepwater Room with a capture icon on it.
Oh, Tertiate.
Tertiate's really good, yeah.
Love that card.
This Untamed is looking pretty spicy. Yeah. It's got an Illust Bear. Some D-Tech with a lot of tide effects, fairly ineffectual against other D-Techs, but great. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be like a world of difference between good DT versus DT decks and good cross-set play decks. Very different decks. This deck is bursty AF.
I got a Bring Glow and a Doorstep.
Oh, good.
So
wonderful.
Glad to hear that you're generating a lot of amber over there.
Waste Not Key Frog? Yeah, that's definitely a thing. It's a good combo. I just lived to Waste Not Mushroom Man. Ooh, Waste Not the Undeg Nathus is also a good target for it.
Oh god, this card, Forgive or Forget. I don't think we've opened this yet.
Oh yeah.
Archive. Oh god, this deck has 2 of them.
Woo. Put on the camera.
Yeah. So this card I think is very powerful. Choose one, archive 2 cards of different types in your discard pile, or purge up to 2 cards from each discard pile.
That's a card where I think a lot of the time I would archive from my discard pile until you know the matchup. Once you know the matchup, then you purge. And that's how you
purge gets insane. You're like, I'll get rid of 2 of my dead cards, and I'll get rid of the 2 cards that you need to win the game.
Yeah.
Here's another card, Ruins of Arcanus. I don't think we've had this on stream yet.
Do a Data Forge too. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a Data Forge. So play, put 4 Amber on Ruins of Arcanus from the common supply, archive a card. So just on play, you get to archive. After a player plays their 6th card of the turn, if Ruins of Arcanus is ready, move each Amber from Ruins of Arcanus to that player's pool.
Okay, this is one of the treasure chests. There's like 2 or 3 other chests that work like that, sort of.
So this can be the 6th card that you play, then, right?
I think so.
Right after a player plays,
it has to be ready. So no.
Oh, it has to be ready.
Yeah, it says it has to be ready.
Okay.
The Untamed one is like at the start of your turn. If you have 25 power worth of creatures, you get to have it. So the problem is your opponent can make use of that. So you have to be aware of that. I've liked the Shadows one in my like practice games where it's if you kill 6 creatures in a turn, you get to activate it. So you can kind of play it strategically where there's not 6 creatures on the table, but if you play it into like build up in a board wipe the next turn, like I had it in a lot of decks with Final Analysis and Logos, and that was really good.
This deck also has Final Analysis. Okay. So.
Both these decks, at least on paper, seem pretty decent. What is up? Yeah, it doesn't leave play, so it sits in play even after you collect the Amber off it, which is interesting. What's the Saurian one? Creatures with Amber on them? Oh, it's like 3 creatures with Amber on them? Or 4 creatures with Amber on them? 4? That one's probably pretty good, because like there are some decks that don't capture at all, right? So you could like very safely play that. Is the Tide high or low? The Tide is neutral.
Yeah.
Currently.
The Tide is nothing.
It's neutral. Maybe. How's it going? Can't explain that. Tide is edit, in fact. You're right. We're going to get dangerous against any deck with Sanctum. Yeah, I think you wouldn't play it if there's a risk of your opponent.
You had Sanctum Saurian decks and Mass Mutations that were very, very good too, right? I think that's probably true in this set as well. It's just the capturing and the way Saurian likes to play with Amber on its creatures is just so synergistic. 6. Also 6.
10. Also 10. Okay.
We're not so different, you and I.
8. 7. All right.
I feel like so I'm actually going to mulligan this hand because I had both Doorstep and a Final Analysis in my hand. I feel like those are cards that I don't want in my openers necessarily. This deck I think has a decent number of creatures. I didn't check, but now if I had like 3 creatures of a house plus the Final Analysis, I might consider that just to play a bunch.
I can't wait to see how the games shake out once we put it in pods too, because I think there are gonna be some wildly different games between like similar decks.
Yeah. Okay, I'll keep.
I'll play Eldest Bear.
All right,
you boy, Eldest Bear.
I will play Saurians. I'm gonna tertiate. and then a Console Primus. And I will draw 3.
Alright, I'll say Untamed. I'll play a Mollymawk. I will Reap and Sow to ready and Reap with the Mollymawk. And I will waste not to draw 3. Might not even do anything. It gives me another Mollymawk. Before, until my artifact destruction is gone, but it is what it is, I guess. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Ruins of Arcanus, now that you've played 2 Mollymawks. So I put 4 from the common supply onto this, and I archive a card. I will archive going for combos here, I think. I'll archive a card. Alright, I am going to play Tall Mage Steelheart, who's going to get 2 +1/+1 counters because I've played 2 cards. Tall Mage is enhanced with a draw card, so I'll draw 1. I will play Final Analysis to destroy 2 so that I can draw 2. Okay. Then I am going to play Forgive or Forget and archive cards of different types. So I'll archive
That's
the Tall
so
Mage
good.
and the Final Analysis.
Okay. Pretty good.
And it is your turn. I will draw 3. Sorry, 2.
Alright, I'll say Saurian. I'll play
6 cards. Take the root.
yeah. I have 5.
Okay.
It was close. I'll play Lapisaurus. I'll play Undaganthus. I'll play Physicus Felix. I'll discard Crushing Charge. I'll play Spoils of Battle. I'll capture Undaganthus. Your turn.
Alright. I am going to play Saurian. I'll play Reach Advantage. The tide is not high, so I will raise the tide for me. I will play Censor Philo and Cornicin Octavia, and I am going to discard the Crushing Charge. And I will draw 4.
Okay, Star Alliance. I will play Kirker. I will deploy CR Officer Hawkins into non-Star Alliance neighbors. I will put an Amber Vac onto the Physicus Felix and raise the tide. And I will play a King Can.
Okay. Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to put my archives into my hand. I am going to play a Positron Bolt. I'll shoot Kincan. I am going to play Tall Mage. He's going to get 2 +1/+1 counters and draw a card. I'm going to play Old Egad, that's 3. Storm counter 3.
We're Storm counting? Okay.
Storm counter 3. I am going to Mind Bullets. That's 4, so I'll capture here. That'll kill my Old Egad. So I'll ward here, but everybody else will take. I am going to Final Analysis for 2 cards. You'll draw 3.
Oh, because you're okay.
Yeah, because this
Yeah.
he's warded.
It's 5.
I'm going to Phase Shift.
6.
So that's 6. That'll fire off the Ruins of Arcana. So move each amber from it to that player's pool. And I am going to phase shift in. Badge Magus. And it is your turn. I will draw one and say check with 8. Combos.
Combos is good. I'll say Untamed.
And Mind Bullets is a very good card. It's a much better card than I thought it was going to be.
Play Gruin. Play Gruin. Play Capture Icon. Play Keyfrog. Your turn.
Alright, so I will forge.
Yeah, Mind Bullets is really sweet. I like it a lot.
I am going to play Staunch Knight. I am going to play Bring Low. Capture these on Staunch Knight. I am going to have Badger Magus fight the Keyfrog. Ready and fight with the neighbors one at a time. So Censor Philo will fight Mushroom Man and put 5 damage. It's got an amber on it, so Philo doesn't take any damage. And then Staunch Knight will fight Deepwater Gruin. Then I am going to Mighty Lance to do 3 and 3. Cleansing Wave for 5.
Good lord. Okay.
This deck's comboing out.
Oh my god.
4, 5. And then I'll Hammergram the Gruin to do 3 damage and stun it. Okay. I'll say check with 7. And it's your turn. I will draw 5.
Alright, I'll say Star Alliance. I'm gonna give this Mushroom Man
Teresa.
Yeah. So it can be used as if it belonged to each of its neighbors' houses.
Okay. So if you play a Star Alliance.
Oh, I actually don't have a Star Alliance creature. So
okay.
I'll just play Teresa. I will play Biome Discovery. Play the top 2 and discard 1. I will play Xenotraining. Capture 2. Play another Xenotraining. I'm done. Check with 8.
Okay, I am going to say Sanctum. I am going to play Holdfast. I'm tempted to put it on the other side of the Staunch Knight because I would get a use of it out of it this turn, but it like lowers the Staunch Knight. I care about.
Thank you, TKN1.
I am going to Reap with the Staunch Knight. I am going to heal or harm. This is enhanced with the draw icon, so I'll draw a card. To fully heal Badge Magus and gain 1. Then Badge Magus is going to fight Teresa. That will let me ready and fight with the neighbors. So Censor Philo is going to fight the Mushroom Man.
Okay.
And then I'll ready Staunch Knight. And Staunch Knight is going to. There's nothing for him to fight. So, all right, I will draw one. I'll say check with 11.
Oh geez. All right, I'll forge. I will say Saurian. Play Lapisaurus, Consul Primus, Venator Altum. Play Ostracize to lose one and purge. Let's purge the Staunch Knight.
Yep.
And I'll play Reach Advantage to capture 3. Nathan, what's the name of Nathan's deck?
The Baroness that raises up seasons.
It's a pretty good name. Your turn.
It reminds me of the G.I. Joe episodes where they Cobra tries to use the Weather Dominator. It's what this name kind of reminds me of. All right. I am going to forge to start. I am going to use, I'll say Saurian for the turn. I'll play Saurium, which is the each creature with the lowest power cannot reap.
I actually like that card a lot.
I think that card's like, and with Saurian in this set, I think it's really good.
Yeah. Especially with Sanctum.
It shuts off a lot of the smaller idiots. I am going to play Reach Advantage to raise the tide. And then I am going to...
It kind of makes sense though, because they're treasure chests, so you just take all the gold out of them, and they're just chests sitting there.
They're just sitting there.
Yeah. So it's interesting for decks that could like destroy them and like recur them again.
I'll Reap with Censor Philo there, and I'll just go for the win since it seems like your deck is kind of light on Amber. So I'll Exalt, ready, and use a friendly creature. So I'll Reap with Hold Fast to go to 6. And I will say check with 6, and I will draw 3. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't control any. Feels bad, man. I do like this deck though.
Both decks were zooming.
Yeah, I mean, next turn was like Chelona, Malobi, and Gruin.
Yeah,
so that's pretty big.
Yeah,
I needed this Grand Alliance Council way earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this deck. It's fun.
This deck has got a lot of angles. This is one of the first decks from this set where I'm like, oh man, there's all kinds of lines with this. It feels like this deck gets better the more you play it because you get more comfortable with what you should archive.
That's one to keep an eye on, I think.
Yeah, it's got like some ways to interact with the tide, but even if I had to like take chains at some point to take the tide,
seems like didn't really care.
I had like so much card advantage that it didn't really matter. So
Eddie gets treat before the next set of decks. Eddie is wrapped up under my chair. There we go.
Hey, the Z-Force agent.
Oh, nice. He's done it. Such a good boy. Look at that boy, good boy right there. Just chilling.
Just hanging out. Let's think about the next time he's gonna bark.
Like a General Sherman. Still no Omnipus. What Omnipus? Yeah, Z-Force is probably better in this set. There's like a lot more upgrades.
Well, and Starlines is better too, right?
I think Starlines is better, yeah.
Two Techno Babbles. Good lord.
We'll get one from our US decks, I hope so. Hope so.
I think I can make the Voltronist creature I've ever seen.
I'm playing. The potential for
Oh.
Voltron is ultimate.
We haven't seen Sabotage mission yet, have we?
It's
like an eye of
different
this.
power value.
Yeah, but you have like some control over that, right?
Yeah.
Because you could engineer it so that you make your opponent. Okay, here we go. This is the potential Z-Force package right here. Okay, we got the Z-Force agent with his gear that you're aware of. Okay, this deck also comes with 2 Officer's Blasters and a Light of the Archons, so he could have 6 upgrades on him at one point.
And that bubbles them away. Goodbye.
Bubbles.
Goodbye.
Get bubbled.
Or General Sherman.
I'll be mad, but
Yeah, I know.
I will be mad.
Or ostracize.
Or any number of things. Oh, I got shoulder armor. I can put shoulder armor on. Red Hand Registry. After Amber is stolen from you, your opponent skips the Forge a Key step during their next turn. So
That is a card.
is an actual good card.
Yep.
To fight the shadows. Unlike the Book of Malediction.
Book was good, but it wasn't.
But
what you
it
needed.
could get borrowed.
Yeah.
Which is the problem. Oh, I got 2 information exchanges. You're not stealing from me, are you?
No, I don't think so. I'm
That's
Sanctum Sanctum Unfathomable Saurian. So.
Okay. That's good, because this deck
There's no
hates
stealing.
it when people steal from
Yeah.
it. Captain Cressage.
What? What is this card? When it's not on a flank, it can't be dealt damage.
Wow.
What the heck? What the heck? We have a
TikTok?
TikTok?
Absolutely
We
not.
do not have a TikTok.
Absolutely not. My TikTok would mostly be me. It would be 50% Path of Exile, and then 50% me regurgitating things I had read on Twitter and laughing about them.
I think we're past the age it lets you make a
Wow.
TikTok account also.
Sick Keyforge plays.
Wow. Sick Keyforge play.
We end up sick card flips. I'm like, yeah.
I don't think they let you make an account if you're over 30, I'll be honest. I think they just ask you that and you're like, yeah, no, you shouldn't be here. Why don't you go to Facebook or something? Get back on Twitter.
Isn't there a local news channel's comment section that
On Facebook.
that's missing you?
Just lie, forehead. Back to Boomer Book.
I think the vast majority of our sick Keyforge plays end up on the channel, so.
You can't just go on the internet and tell lies.
Do you think someone would do that? Do you think someone would just go on the internet and lie?
It's absurd.
Smithwick, Strathrock Laboratory. If there's anybody who's ever worked in a laboratory, it's somebody named Smithwick.
Smithwick. Also, I got my second Pfizer shot Friday, so I'm all kinds of vaccinated up, feeling good, feeling real good.
Okay, I can see the problem with this deck now. It does not have enough creatures.
I don't know. Well.
My hand is like three attachments and no creature. Smithwick of Strathrock Laboratory sounds like a steampunk character, if I'm being honest.
I have Zimzor of East Rock. Zimzor's pretty good.
East Rock versus Stratford.
I am getting all of the 5Gs in my blood. It's amazing. Increased tenfold.
I'm prepared for a terrible matchup.
We'll see. Let's see. No more drop. Yeah, no. Frames are perfect tonight. All right. I'll just play Altruist's Rostrum.
The move one.
Is the Army of the Vaccine and display the channel emotes now? Yeah, I just flex and then people post flexes in chat just like that. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Starlines. I'll play 2 Techno Babbles.
Okay. See?
And it's your turn. I'll draw 3.
That happened. Alright, I'll say Unfathomable. I'll play Recusial's Chant to exhaust a creature if the tide's high. Exhaust each creature instead. I'll play Storm Surge so you skip your next ready step. I'll play Seabringer Gekoa and Voice of Recusal. While the tide is high, each friendly creature gets +1 power, +1 armor. While it's low, each enemy creature gets +1 power, +1 armor.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. More low creature count decks in the set. I could see that. It's kind of strange though.
I am going to say Logos. I will play Final Analysis, which I'm not crazy about here. I'll play the Final Analysis, destroy them.
So I raise the tide.
I will Information Exchange and steal 1 from you. I will play Anomaly Exploiter. I will play Binary Moray. And it's your turn. I will draw 4. And my creatures do not ready. My artifacts do not ready. Nothing readies.
Left arm Moderna Gang rise up. I'll say Saurian. I will play Wipe Clear, do a damage to it.
Done.
I will play Physicus Felix. If tide's high, you can exalt a creature, so I'll exalt.
Exalted.
I'll play Sensor Philo. I'll play Reach Advantage to capture 3.
Captured.
Onto the Physicus, and I'll move 1 onto the Moray. Alternating arms, Moderna Gang. Wow, you alternating arms, that's crazy talk. Alright, your turn.
We got a lot of flexing going on.
That's
in chat.
brave. It's recommended if you get it right. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
How come there's no flavor text on Binary Moray?
He has too much text already. But it would be perfect. You just
Yeah.
put 0-1, 0-1.
Because I want to say that's a Moray on chat, but
That also would work.
something with the tide.
Right
Gets
arm
real
J&J
high.
Andy. You can't even get another shot in the left arm. Nor can you get a shot of J&J at all right now, I think.
Alright, I am going to mine bullets to do 1 damage to everything.
Okay.
I'm going to play Novu Archaeologist, and I will play Data Forge. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
With Sanctum, I will play Strange Ordination. I will play a Marshal Uber, an Aja, then Conspicuous, and I'll play Shifting Battlefield to move them there. Capture 1. While Aja is not on a flank, it cannot be dealt damage, so.
Alright.
And they do have flavor text. We can start as soon as Aja gets here. I've been here the whole time. I'll say check with 6.
I am going to say Sanctum. I'm going to play Cleansing Wave. I thought when you said Sanctum you were going to play Cleansing Wave.
I do have a Cleansing Wave in here.
Okay.
Funny enough.
I thought I was going to get my my Cleansing Wave. I'll play Larry the Lake, and I will play Shifting Battle Line. I think I want to keep my creatures together because you're playing Sanctum, so I'll leave Larry right here and capture. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Say Saurian. I'll use this to move that there. I'll ostracize to purge the Moray. I love ostracize.
Yeah.
It is totally worth losing one to purge a creature.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I'll play Magistrata Vita. Oh, I guess I can. I have to fight with that to do that. That's worth fighting Larry to exalt the Moray before I purge it.
Okay.
I just get one extra. Play Magistrate Vita. I can exalt a friendly non-starring creature if I do reap with it. I will exalt Marshall and reap. And then Censor Philo. I'll fight the Archaeologist, because, yeah. And I'll say check with 10.
This matchup's kind of going the way I thought it was going to go, and that I would never get to keep anything on the table. I am going to say Sanctum and play Grand Melee.
Okay. So things that don't share neighbor die.
And that's it. I'll say check with 6, and it's your.
It's a forge.
This deck does not have enough creatures. It's a shame. It's really a shame. I have played and drawn 0 Star Alliance creatures.
Well, I guess I just say Saurian. I'll play this Venator.
Second Moderna this morning.
And reap twice. Sweet. I'll say check with 6.
Okay. I am also a forge. I am going to say Star Alliance. I'll play Sabotage Mission. I don't have any creatures. I am going to load up this idiot, I guess, with all of my equipment so that I at least get the amber from it. And it is your turn. I will draw 4. Go ahead.
Alright, I'll forge. I'll say Saurian and reap 3 times. I'm done. It's like completely pointless to play any of the cards in my hand when you don't have creatures out.
Okay, I'm gonna say Star Alliance. I'm gonna play.
Yes. I flip your key.
Oh yeah. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 6. I'll draw 2.
I'll ward this guy. I'll say Saurian and reap 3 times. Your turn.
Yeah. So I will forge. I am going to say I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Badge of Magus. I'll put shoulder armor on Badge of Magus. I will play Shifting Battle Line to capture 1. I will play Light Everlasting for Larry the Lake. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Alright. I'll say Saurian. I'll move 1 to Badge of Magus. I'll fight Badge of Magus.
Do you have any upgrades?
I'm about to find out. I get to deal 3 to the neighbor as well.
I still have not seen a Star Alliance creature, by the way.
I do not have any upgrades. Yeah, I'll reap twice.
That is game. I can. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe it isn't game. I am going to play theory, and this word is gone now.
Yeah.
So I am going to say Logos. I'll play Theory Conjecture, and I'll play the top card of my deck. The Z-Force Agent. Right on time, you idiot. I can Anomaly Exploit and kill this. I could play Captain Chrisage. I can information exchange and steal one, and then I could play Hydra Cataloger. So this game is actually fairly close. It's if I had a creature, I don't have enough creatures. The problem is your deck is like a lot of removal, and I don't have enough creatures, and I need like
my hand was like General Sherman and Bubbles and sign in. So like I had no reason to ever play my hand. And
right. And that's when you take all those starting turns in a row. That signals to me that you are going to kill whatever I play. But I mean the amber total at the end was fairly close.
It was. I mean, if you had bursted, like I still had no answers to stuff.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. Yeah, it does. I'm very relieved after I got the second shot. Like I'm in the clear for now, at least for at least 6 months, I think, according to recent data.
The second of Grandland.
18 upgrades, you don't have creatures. I wonder why.
It was 7 upgrades. Thank you, Stormstrong. That leaves 29 other cards that could be creatures.
Wretch Gang, the Count of Sky.
Wretch Gang.
The Count of Sky.
Got plan.
Games are fast so far.
I will be the one ostracizing them. No, wipe clear, destroy each upgrade.
These pink sleeves are looking good. Looking real good.
Oh, wow. This card is good.
Yes, it's very good. Super good.
You kid? I have charge with 3 Sanctum creatures?
It's a heavy Saurian box, yeah.
Oh, so stand back. Science. Got some eddies, too.
I think I had Saurian in the deck I opened during Keyraken as well.
Ooh. Archon's callback.
Oh god.
Oh man. Backup plan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for each creature your opponent controls in excess if you archive the top card of your deck.
I don't know why that card and Master of the Theory are both in the set.
That is a good question. It seems like one or the other should be, and not the other one.
I also have an ostracize. And Fausts. The Master of Faust with capture icons. Frozen Sourpop. Okay. Swallow whole. Saurian ship, which is meh. I feel like it's kind of meh, but you might need it occasionally. I guess there's situations where it might be good, but geez.
The problem is when you're behind on the board as far as creatures go. This requires like both. This requires both players to have like a ton of creatures on the table for it to be really good, right?
And I don't think it gets you out of that situation.
Yeah, I feel like these ships are a miss.
Yeah.
These ships have been a bummer every time I've played them. I've gotten to use one of them, maybe. It's kind of a shame. Feels like a miss.
Like, maybe if they were Omni actions.
I think Omni would have been better, yeah. Because the issue is actually having creatures untapped to use with your artifacts. So
or your can play ready or something.
Your creatures don't take damage back if you use that, right? You could exhaust 5 to do 5. And if they have more than 5 creatures, then you're getting basically an extra fight for every creature beyond the 5th creature. So the problem is, I think the situation in which that card is good is rare, and and it's not a whole lot of upside. And if like both players have a board just chock full of creatures, then that card looks pretty good, right? If your opponent has 7 creatures and you can tap like 3 Saurians to do 3 to everything, that's a lot of damage. It is one-sided. You get to so yeah, because then like Pterodactyl could go flying in and clean up what was left, right? 4.
They rolled a 3.
Yes. It's also good for your creatures who come into play stunned, right?
I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how often do you even have 5 Saurians on the table,
you
right?
start
and you're not already winning.
You start aggressively trading to keep from getting blown out.
Okay. This might be a mulligan. So this is a 5 unfathomable hand, but I might mulligan it because
it's too reactive.
It's all like all my creature control. So I think I'm gonna toss it.
All right, I am gonna go first, and I'll just play Tall Mage.
Fighting. You heard fighting is bad. Yeah, it's true. It's never good to fight. It's never the correct call to fight.
If you have ever used a creature to fight another creature in Keyforge, you are an idiot.
Sag. Okay. Infighting is good. Alright, so I will play Saurian. I'll play the ship. Play Undognathus and Paraguardian, and a reach advantage to raise the tide. For me. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Saurian. I'll play Altruist Rostrum. I will play reach advantage. Which one of us has the reach advantage? I am going to play Consul Primus, and I am going to ostracize away the Paraguardian, because it is a very good card. And I will draw 4. Go ahead.
I'll say Unfathomable. I'll play Portal to raise the tide. For me.
This is like the first game where I think each of us have played a card back to back to back to raise the tide.
I'll play Abandoned Ship to return everything to our owner's hands.
What?
Turn 4 creatures to their owner's hands, so the tide's high.
Oh. Okay.
And you have to choose 4. That's the difference between this and Nature's Call.
Yeah, it's not up
forced,
to.
so.
It is 4.
I will play a Horde Simon. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Sanctum. I'm playing Bulwark. I'm playing Cinesol Sargassa. I'm going to play Honor or Glory and deal 3 damage to each flank creature. I'm playing Cleansing Wave. It's your turn.
Say Saurian. I'll play Undognathus, and I'll swallow whole Undognothus will swallow Seneschal and get
Purge, right?
yes 6 power counters. It's very large. That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna say Saurian, and I'm gonna play 2 Console Primuses. Actually, I think I'll play them on that side. I think my deck has Grand Melee. Yeah, it does. So I would keep my Saurians together so I don't accidentally kill them. I'll play 2 Console Primuses, your turn, I'll draw 2.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'll play Francis, Monty Bank without exalting it, and I'll put a hand cannon on Undognothus. Actually, like I could put it on the sign in, but he's gonna get killed by Bulwark anyway, so that's it.
Alright. Stand back, everyone. It's time for science.
Okay, we need a storm counter.
Yes, please. Well, not really, but go ahead and keep it.
I'll keep a storm counter.
Keep a storm counter. I'm going to phase shift, so I'll get 1 for playing the phase shift. I am going to phase shift Carpe Venum to get 1. I will exalt the Sign-In and Francois. I will play Information Exchange and get 1 for the Science and steal 1. And then I will play Tall Mage. So that was 5. So he comes into play with 5. +1/+1 counters. This guy's not as bad as he reads. Not bad. He's not as
It's nice to have a beefy guy, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
In Logos.
And your turn. I will draw 5. So check with 7.
Okay, I'll say Unfathomable. I'll exhaust a creature in each of its neighbors. I will destroy each exhausted creature. I'll discard Maelstrom.
Since it really punishes you.
Yeah. Horde Sign-In is just gonna reap.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Alright, so I will Forge. I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play a backup plan, so I'll get to Archive 3. There have got to be some absolutely busted Logos.
Oh man, yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I'm going to play Armadrone. Tall Mage. Is it worth killing here? Francois? It might be worth killing the Monty Bank. Because you're Saurian, right? You could end up in a... Oh, yeah, no. It's worth it to kill Monty Bank. Because you could use the Decadence, right? To put an Amber ready and use a friendly creature. So you could I think... Man,
Monty Bank has potential.
I think Monty Bank's got potential because you could like reach advantage, like the same turn, he captures 3, and then that could be some gross Monty Bank plays. Okay, and then I am going to Archon's Callback to draw 5.
The card advantage is so stupid. It's just dumb.
And it's your turn.
Alright, I'll say Saurian. I will play a Laphosaurus. I'll play a Faust. I'll capture 1 with a Faust. I'll discard Trojan Sauropod. I'm not trying to do that.
I'm not about it.
Undognothus is gonna fight something for 1 million. Or I could just reap and actually threaten. I'll just reap and threaten.
Okay.
Your turn. Wish Hand Cannon was better. I guess it does give him skirmish, but
Move 1 from the creature.
This creature
fights to your pool.
And if it's killing it, I'm getting an Amber anyway.
Yeah. Such a weird.
It is a weird card.
Should have been cooler. It should have been that you fire Amber at other creatures.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been sweet. You put the Amber in the hand cannon and fire. Okay. I am going to put my archives into my hand and say Logos.
Yeah, storm counter.
I don't think so. You might as well keep.
I'll keep a storm counter.
You might as well keep a storm counter in case it matters. I am. Do I have a way to fight with this armor drone? In fact, no.
Storm counter. I know storm counter. It's probably very confusing for you to hear that. The storm counter means we count the amount of cards played in a turn, and it comes from a term in Magic called storm. It's a keyword in Magic. And cards with the storm ability are cast additional times based on the number of spells you've cast this turn.
It is one of the most powerful abilities in Magic. In fact, they rate all abilities in Magic on the storm scale, where 1 is bad and then 10 is storm. And the storm scale is their likelihood of reprinting it. 10 being like almost never reprinting it because of either complexity or power level. Storm being very complex and too powerful in the game. Every time they print a storm card, they screw up.
Yeah, exactly.
Every storm counter,
every single time.
Every storm card that was ever been printed in Magic was a mistake. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to Positron Bolt the Horrid Sinon. I will Reap with Armor Drone and Tall Mage. I'm going to play the Seaborg, and I will Final Analysis.
I'll draw 4.
We'll draw 3.
Pretty good analysis.
I will play Eddie.
Logos is a mistake confirmed.
I will archive. And I'll say check with 6. Go ahead. Every Logos deck I've played has been stupid.
It's bonkers.
Like disgust. Like I feel filthy afterwards.
I'll say shadows. I'll play a Jackie Tar, Gas Pipes Malone, Whisper, and 2 loot or pillages to steal 2.
Oh my god. Keyforged.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't, because Eddie.
Ah.
So no. Your turn.
JK. Okay, I am going to say Saurian. I'm going to play Medicus. Lacus. I'm going to play Faust. Faust is going to put Amber on Medicus. I am going to play Wipe Clear and do 1 damage to everything. Destroy each upgrade. I am going to Carpe Venum. I'll put them there.
Here and here?
Yeah. I am going to play Reach Advantage. So I will raise the Tide. And this has a capture icon on it. I am going to capture onto Faust. And then I'm going to Rostrum and move this to Jackie Tar. I'll move it to Whisper as well. And I'll say check with 6. It is your turn. You will not forge because I accidentally made you pay too many. I need you to forge there, but I guess it's fine.
Say Unfathomable.
Yeah, DC Trays is Dark Tidings time. I just saw your message.
8 hours later.
Yeah.
I'll exhaust that with Rakuzel's Chant. I'll play Sleep with the Fishes to destroy each exhausted creature. I'll play Spark Fist and a Portal, Raise the Tide. Your turn.
Skirmish, stun, and exhaust the creature it fights. Okay. So it's like a better. It's crazy how much better this is than Slimy Jark.
Slimy Jark's pretty good, though.
I will forge for 6.
Because exhaust each creature and then destroy all exhausted creatures, which include my Shadows creatures. Yeah, so that would be bad. We don't want that.
I think I just make you forge for 10 here. I'll say Logos and play Eddie. And I will archive a card. And it is your turn. We'll forge for... Oh, I can use Eddie. I'll reap with Eddie. You forge for 10. Draw 2.
Okay. Okay. So Shadows. I will cement shoes to do 2 to that Eddie. I'll reap with Jackie Tar to hit the Faust for 6.
Pow!
Gas Pipe Balloon is going to fight Eddie. Before fight, it captures 1 from its own side. Reap with Whisper. And I'll play Ransack and steal 1. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Sanctum, and I'll put my archives into my hand. I am going to play Charge! And I am going to play Grand Melee, which will destroy just the Spark Fist here. I am going to play Cleansing Wave.
Jeez.
And heal 2.
Cleansing Wave's been hitting tonight.
Yeah. I am going to play Larry and do 2 damage to Jackie Tar. I am going to play Heal or Harm. I'll capture 1. And then I will just heal and gain 1. And then I will play 2 Shifting Battle Lines. And it is your turn. I will draw 1 and then shuffle and draw 4. I'll check with 7.
Okay, say Saurian. Play Faust. Play Consul Primus. I'll ostracize to purge the Larry.
Have no Sanctum creatures now.
I'll play Reach Advantage and capture 3. And that's it. Should have moved the 1 from Whisper first. No, that was last game. That had the other artifact.
Oh, yeah. I have the Altruist Rostrum.
Yeah.
Justin has the ship, so. Okay. I am going to say Saurian. I'll play Venator Altum. I'll play Consul Primus. I will play Reach Advantage. And it is your turn. I will Altruist Rostrum to there. And I will draw 3.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'm going to play Widespread Corruption. After a player gains amber by reaping, a creature they do not control captures that amber.
Okay.
I'll play Ransack. I'll steal 1. Steal 1.
You hit like a big one there. I would have been tilted.
I'm gonna play Monty Bank. Hard Simpson. I don't have payoff for Hard Simpson right now, so I'm just gonna discard it. Whisper. I'm gonna blow up the console premise.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, I am gonna say Sanctum. I'll play 2 Cleansing Waves. I'll play Shifting Battlefield. And then I will play Strange Ordination. And I will say check with 8, and all 4 is your turn.
I found the combo. I'll say Shadows. I will Looter Pillage to capture 3 onto the Monty Bank.
Oh my god.
And then I will use action to steal 3.
Jesus Christ.
Play Jackie Tar. I'll use Whisper to blow up the Venator. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I am going to play Armadrone, Tall Mage, Seaborg. I am going to Positron Bolt. I am going to Final Analysis. I am going to play Eddie, Archive. Then I have 1 card left in my hand. I'll Archon's Callback, draw 5. And I'll say check with 10.
I got 2 reach advantages, but no creatures to go with it. My Unfathomable had no amber control at all. So.
Yeah. It was a pretty close game.
Yeah.
That was, I think the sheer card advantage in this deck is
the 2 pillages with the Monty Bank is actually insane, right?
Yeah.
Actually insane potential there. It's like capture 6, steal 6.
It's not a creature I can let live.
Yeah.
So, yeah, huge swings in these games. I mean, that's what you want from a Keyforge deck. You want decks to be able to generate huge swings. It felt like Mass Mutations.
It was less of that, I think.
Yeah, it was like snowball effect,
yeah.
is what I felt from Mass Mutations. It was like the player that was ahead just stayed ahead, right? So
that's why the games became so awful.
Yeah.
In Mass Mutation.
Wimpy Digger Tarentum.
I got the Snappy Base Gunsmith. As long as swings are right, not the only one way. It's a fun part.
Right, exactly. Mass Mutations, it felt like it was only one way. It was like really hard to come back once your opponent had like a huge turn, right? The fact that Justin was in that game after I was like 10 cards ahead of you for part of it. I made him forge for 10 for his first key, and the fact that Justin was still in the game after that, and the game was that close. So, yeah, I'll just show the name.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's quite the name.
We're gonna see Evil Twins tonight. I don't know. We got 2 more packs after this. If not, then this will be a twinless box.
was the neither of the decks we opened versus the Key Racken were
think
Evil
so.
Twins,
No,
really.
I don't think they were. Star Alliance and Snappy is spicy. Star Alliance is often spicy.
Yeah. Lupo. It's back.
I like Lupo.
Lupo's a good card. Lupo is like the type of creature that if you just started playing Magic, this would be like your favorite creature. If you were like 13 and just started playing Magic, and Lupo killed like everything your friends had or whatever because it was like a rare out of a pack.
How good is the Key Racking gameplay? I mean, it was
fun.
Yeah,
it was definitely fun.
It's worth the free price tag.
Yeah,
the price of ink, I guess.
Absolutely worth doing. I could see it's like a good. Honestly, it's a good like icebreaker post vaccination because I'm not prepared to say post COVID for quite some time as long as like the rest of the world that doesn't have access to the vaccine is still exposed to it. COVID will be around for quite some time, but like once people start going back into shops, the Kraken and the Key Racken is like a good way to break the ice.
It's probably a good way to get people into Keyforge.
It's cooperative. Yeah, it's a good way to get people into Keyforge in that you're just teaching them the game and you're doing stuff together as opposed to you playing your 85 SAS deck versus whatever deck they just opened, right? So.
That's also on TTS if you want to get totally free. And you can just generate a random deck right in there. TTS being Tabletop Simulator. If you're into that.
It's a weird combination. Logosarian Untamed. I have a Key Frog. I have ways to kill it. I get Key Frog and Ritual of Life. So I could ritual my Key Frog to kill it to bring back another creature. Forge, which I do like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I got 2 Binary Morays. I do think Binary Moray is a very interesting card. Very good. So, I also have a Mind Over Matter. 2 Sciences. I think this deck has slightly too many actions for the Sciences to be good.
Too many actions?
Sorry, too many creatures.
Yeah,
because it's like it's got 2 artifacts. It has like 5 total actions in Logos, including the other Science. I guess you could spend some time. You got an Eddy, so in the Moray, so maybe you set it up. I don't know. But you don't have any way to play stuff out of house. So I think looking at this deck, looking at the lines, now that I've got a better idea of what's in the set, I think this deck is bad.
There you go.
That's where I'm settling. I think this deck is probably bad.
Theory Conjecture could hit another actions, true?
Yeah. I get a feeling you're going to use Theory Conjecture to set up the Sciences in the first place, though. Wimpy Digger. Not a name I would have chosen.
It's not great. I do like the Snappy Base Gunsmith, though. Pretty good. I don't know that it's going to live up to the name.
The Snappy Base Gunsmith.
Yeah, Nathan's bored of the set already. So. This is not what I want. Where is it? No, it's not. The value of the deck and its matching Evil Twin will be how good the deck is, I guess. I don't know. How do you value any deck in Keyforge, right?
Yeah.
It's based on what someone would pay for it.
Because if the Evil Twin deck is bad. I don't think the regular version is going to be that much better. Because the twins are, for the most part, just creatures. So
they're all just creatures, yeah.
Yeah, so they're all just creatures. So I don't see how a deck gets better by like slightly upgrading the creatures.
And they're not even necessarily upgrades. They're just like different.
It's like different. It's like opposite versions.
Sometimes worse.
Yeah.
In the evil version.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool to have the evil twin version of the thing that.
No, I mean, there's some value in having the match decks. Yes, absolutely. But I imagine having a pair of decks that are matched that are like only okay. People aren't going to want to pay an arm and a leg, right? One person's going to open the deck and say, I want to match it. And the other person is going to be like, oh, I got the evil twin and the deck's not good, so I'll give it to you kind of thing, right? So. Okay, I will keep.
Me as well.
Okay, I will keep. Play Mobius Scroll. Go ahead. Yes, my understanding of the way the algorithm works is that it is bound by language.
I'll play Logos. I'll play Hydra Cataloger. I'll play Science. I'll play an Information Exchange and just gain 1 from the Science. And I'll play Forgive or Forget to archive 2 cards of certain types from my discard. I think it's probably not worth getting the Science here. I'll just get the Information Exchange and get 1 for that.
Okay. Okay, I am going to say sorry. I'm going to play Pterodactyl and Lapisaurus and Physicus Felix. And I am going to Decadence to Exalt and ready my Pterodactyl. At least this way it's ready to fight. You don't have Unfathomable, so I think it's fine to use that. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'll play 2 Seeker Needles. I'll scoop the Physicus to do 2 damage to it. Okay, I'm done.
My deck does not generate Amber, so.
People find the first Keyforge deck you open. As long as the first Keyforge deck you opened was Dark Tidings, then that's possible.
Alright, I am gonna say Logos. I'm gonna play Eddie, Old Egad, Binary Moray. Eddie is going to archive a card. I'm gonna use Mobius Scroll to archive. And that's my turn. I will draw 6.
Yeah, it's only in Dark Tidings. This is a new thing with this set.
Yeah.
I will say I guess Star Alliance. I'll play Sierra Officer Hawkins, being very sad. I'll give him a Light of the Archons.
That's the saddest Hawkins I've ever seen.
And I'll give him an Ambervac.
Okay, so
she'll raise the tide.
So after you raise the tide, Binary Moray is exhausted.
And I'm done. And you thought your deck was bad.
I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to play Ritual of Balance. I'm going to play Lupo the Scarred. I'm going to play Youngest Bear. I'm going to put Instrument of Silence onto the Pterodactyl. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Okay, I'll say Shadows.
I have generated no Amber this game.
You have not. I'm gonna borrow the Ritual.
There's yours.
I'm gonna play Master Plan. The card. And oh no, I can Secret Needle stuff. I'll Secret Needle the Spare twice.
Oh no.
Also, you don't have any amber. Never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about
Just
that.
kidding.
I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Just kidding.
Alright, so he's 4 power, 2 armor.
Nigh unkillable.
You know what? I think I like saying logos here. I'm gonna reap with the binary moray. And then I will take 3 chains to raise the tide. So I'll archive the top card on my deck with your Hydro Regulator.
Hydro Cataloger?
Hydro Cataloger, sorry. And then after I raise the tide, I get to ready the binary moray. And I am going to play Submersive Principle here. So each player loses 1 amber. If the tide is high, each player loses half their amber, rounding down the loss. So I lose nothing. I am going to reap with binary moray and archive a card. Archive this. I'm gonna discard the science. If I played the science, I would have ended up losing the amber from it anyway. Eddie is going to reap, and then old Egad is actually going to fight Commander Hawkins here and explode, but it will ward both Eddie and Moray. And I will drop a chain and draw 2. Good.
I'll say logos, pick up the archive. I will play Positron Bolt.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Information exchange. I will play Egad, play a Seaborg, and an Armadrone. And I'm done.
Okay, I am going to say Saurian. I'm going to play Altruist Rostrum. I am going to play Decadence. I will move 1 from my Pterodactyl to your Seaborg. I am going to have my Pterodactyl fight the Seaborg. Before fight, do 4 damage, and then skirmish, kill that, and I gain 1 from the Instrument of Silence. I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
You get the one off the guy, too?
I believe so. I think I started this turn with 2,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
I will play another Pterodactyl. Lapasaurus. I think I just reap twice to get to threatening. And I guess you get the actual. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I will say check with 6. I will drop a chain, draw.
Sister Alliance. I will Hawkins an Officer's Blaster.
Oh god.
Have him fight Eddie.
Eddie's dead.
Play a Diplomat to make the Star Alliance. I'll reap. I will play a Diplomat. Make that Star Alliance. I'll play.
Yeah, and he's gone.
Unity or Discord to return this to my hand.
Oh my god.
Play Hawkins, I'll gain 1.
A Star Alliance's turn, right?
Huh? Oh.
So you could play the second one to make him
to the house of your choice, in addition to its other houses.
Oh, so for each non-Star
Alliance. Okay.
So he would be Star Alliance. You would not gain an Amber for playing him, right?
So I could play the Blaster, fight Eddie, play Unity of Discord, play him, and then play these guys.
Okay. And then you continue to use this stuff. Yeah, alright.
Then I'll load up one of these diplomats. And erase the tide.
With the Amber back.
Yep. That is it.
Okay, so I will forge. Keys are out of order. Can't forge the red key first. What if you've got the Red Baron? I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to say Untamed. I am going to play a Mollymawk and destroy... I'm thinking...
Oh, I need to archive one.
Oh, when you raise it?
Inside,
yeah, okay. I'm going to Mollymawk and destroy the Ritual. I'll get the Master Plan. I don't know what you're cooking up over there.
So Rocketeer.
Okay. So you could Rocketeer during a turn. Yeah, that would have been gross. Okay, so yeah. I'm going to play Old Patty. I'm going to play Youngest Bear. Lupo, this idiot is like a lot now, right? He's got
5-3-7-3.
7-3. Okay, so I need 10 to kill. It's no small amount. I think I just got to get it off the table because it's like actually too good to live. I'll have Lupo fight it to put 3 damage into it. And then I'm going to assert dominance to give the Pterodactyl skirmish ready and fight with that creature. So Pterodactyl will fly into this Diplomat Agung. Before fight, we'll blow up old Egad. And we'll do 4 damage here to kill. And then the skirmish will take out the ward and I'll gain 1. And it is your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 4. Forge.
Okay, I'll say Star Alliance, pick up the archive.
This is like a completely different board state from some of the other games we've played tonight, right? Because there's like...
Plays Officer's Blaster.
This is what happens like neither deck has enough board wipes.
I'll eat twice.
My binary board wipe is tapped somewhere in there.
Okay, so. Yeah. I'll Unity or Discord to bounce this guy. I'll play a Diplomat, Urkar, do Officer's Blaster back to the Diplomat. Your turn.
Oh, you moved the blaster over, right?
I bounced it. Unity bounces it.
When the guy died, did you move your...
Oh.
That no. Should have...
Yes, I should have moved to this guy, right?
Yeah.
So that's 1 more Amber.
Yeah.
When I pick it up and play it again.
Right. Forgot about the...
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
C4 dinosaur. Yeah, unfortunately one of my dinosaurs stunned. Okay, I am going to say Logos. I am going to play Science. I am going to Reap with the Binary Moray and archive a card. I am going to play Theory or Conjecture. I'll just play the top card of my deck. The Floof.
Nice.
I get 1 for playing that. I will play a Binary Moray.
It had a right neighbor? Oh, it's right neighbor.
What?
Weird.
What?
I didn't actually realize that.
I thought it was neighbor.
I thought it was neighbor too.
That's funny. Okay. I'll play an old EGAD.
I guess it's not neighbor because the opponent would choose which creature gets it in that case.
Yeah. Yeah. I read. Is it worth raising the tide for 3 chains to ready both my mores?
You have no cards in hand.
Yeah, I got no cards in hand. I think I just draw 6 because I'll be shuffling up and drawing. All right, it's your turn. I will draw these 4 and then shuffle and draw 2.
Okay.
I have almost my entire deck in play or archives.
I'll say Shadows. Play Hard Simpson and Shoulder Id and Sea Urchin, steal 1. I'm gonna Secret Needle on the Hard Simpson twice to steal 2.
Okay.
And done. Hard Simpson's pretty powerful.
All right. Stand back. We're doing science.
Stand back and stand by.
I am going to say Logos. I am going to Reap with the Binary Moray and archive a card. And I'm going to Reap with a Binary Moray and archive a card. I am going to play Anomaly Exploiter. I am going to play Old EGAD. Old EGAD is going to Reap. Mind over matter. So we're going to put each creature into our archives.
All right. Okay. That's quite an archive.
And then I'm going to play Eddie.
Okay. Well.
And I will draw 6. It's your turn.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'll pick up the archive.
Stand back!
I'm gonna play Sea Urchin and steal 1. I will play Hard Simpson and Secret Needle twice.
I believe I put one of the attachments. The instrument slot should be in the discard pile.
And then I'm gonna walk the plank to do 4 to Eddie. If you have no Amber, it does 4. Play the Shoulder Id. Play the Shoulder Id. This has 2 damage on it. And done. Check with 9. I did forge this game twice.
Alright, I am going to say Logos. Stand back!
Good lord.
Stand back! I am going to play... I'm going to take 3 chains and raise the tide.
Get to archive your top card.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to play Submersive Principle. I will play Science! And I'm going to Theory or Conjecture. Do I want to play the top card of my deck, or do I want to archive it? If I knew this deck, I would know what this card was. I think I just archive it. Oh, it was the other Science. That was the time to play it. I will play Old EGAD, and I'm going to non-exploit Hard Simpson. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain and shuffle and draw 3.
Hmm. I'll say Starlance. I'll play Diplomat. I can use Shoulder Id. I'll play Furcar. I'll Reap with Shoulder Id. I'll Reap with Hawkins. I am done.
Okay, so I didn't draw either Eddie or the Submersive Principle. So I am going to pick up my archives.
God. How will it get archived? You played Mind Over Matter to archive all the creatures in play.
And like binary mores,
there's
a bunch
millions of other
a
things
bunch
that
of
are
other
archiving.
things that
Yeah.
were going on. Okay, and I'm gonna say Saurian. Yeah. Logos is fun in like a big brain way in
Yeah.
this set, whereas like in Mass Mutations it was just like play your stuff, right? This deck, that like Logos in this set is like you're an actual mad scientist.
Yeah, if you had Data Forge in there, it would be insane.
Oh god, yeah, Data Forge right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Saurians. Crushing Charge. Oh, I can actually do this better. I can play in a way that my oldie gad will die and ward stuff that I want to keep alive. Yeah, okay. So I'll play Paraguardian first and Pterodactyl. And then Crushing Charge. Oldie gad will die. And I'll ward here and here. Yeah. Then I am going to play a Lapisaurus. Tide is high. I'm going to play Physicus Felix. And I'll put... I'll exalt Shoulder Id. I am going to Decadence to exalt, ready, and use Paraguardian, who's going to reap and will ward Lapisaurus. I am going to...
Does it Exalt to do that, right?
Yes, it's got 2 on it. I am going to Altruist Rostrum to move that to Shoulder It. I am going to Decadence my Lapisaurus to exalt, ready, and use. I'll just reap with it. I am going to play Spoils of Battle. So I'll capture on Physicus Felix, and then I will capture here. Oh wait, there. So there. That okay. I am going to.
Shouldn't that have 3 on it?
Yes, one more. This should have that. Yes. It would have had 2. No, I moved 1 from the Altruist roster.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah.
I'm gonna ostracize. I'll lose 1 and I'll purge the Shoulder Id. I will play a Pterodactyl. That's my turn. I somehow don't have check after all. Your turn.
Play Shadows. Play Shadows. Play Hard Simpson. Play Hobnobber. Raise the Tide. Shoot my Hard Simpson. Reap with Shoulder Id. I'm done.
Think about Amber Control.
Here.
I somehow got boned by not having either of those things there.
Oh yeah, Purge.
Do I have... Does that deck have 2 Hard Simpsons?
I held one. Hard Simpson Secret Needle. Actually a good combo.
Yeah, I don't... It's theory conjecture too, right?
Yeah.
Because it could have played the other ones.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. What a stupid way to lose. I'm actually looking forward to playing this deck again in the future.
It's pretty fun.
I think hilariously this ends up being not a great matchup because you can steal artifacts from me and you just steal a bunch of amber.
Yeah.
This deck can do a decent job of controlling amber, right? I don't know how much amber you generate that game, but I blew up a lot.
Mm-hmm. I forged for 10, right? First one? First key?
Yeah,
or was that last game?
no, that was another game, yeah.
No, that was this game.
No, it was not this game.
Okay.
It was not this game. Because you forged you were at 11 and you forged for 6, which was bad for me.
That's right.
Because Eddie was on the table for so long. I just got to the point where I couldn't protect him anymore.
Last deck of the night. I guess of the Canadian decks. Is there a last Canadian deck?
Mervagig, the Barrister of Treachery. But I do think that deck has legs. That's another one of those.
It was doing some stuff.
It's another one of those where it's like, the more you play this deck, the better with it you'll get.
Yeah. Bearston, the fancifully envious.
Oh. Okay, there are a lot of Eddies in the decks of this.
I don't know. Trade some Canadian. We've had that offer already.
Yeah. If we could, if the United States in any way could control what its legislation, or like its legislative bodies, then yeah, we would try to get the vaccine to the rest of the world.
Mirvagig.
Oh no, a Fangtooth.
Oh jeez.
Okay, so I've got the Mysticetti.
Okay.
Which is the Untamed.
That's pretty
ship.
bad. It's pretty bad.
Exhaust 1 or more friendly untamed creatures. If you do, give the Mysticetti 3+1/+1 counters for each creature exhaust this way and move it to anywhere in your battle line as a creature with 0 power and taunt.
But why? But why?
Interesting. It is a beast ship. Fantastic. I can exhaust 3 of my creatures, and instead of generating 3 amber, I can make a 9 power taunt.
Yeah. It's not even gonna waste not target. It's like really bad.
Oh, good lord. Oh man. It's a shame that Mysticetti is in this deck, because if that Mysticetti was literally into the card, I think this deck ends up being busted. I think this deck is busted. Just looking at this deck, it seems busted. Oh god, think twice. Oh my god.
Corpulent Collector. Oh yeah.
The decks I opened tonight are absolute bangers.
Got some bangers.
They're doing some stuff.
Busted is always good. I have 3 sciences. And like 2 other actions.
Ambermancy? Ambermancy is like removing your number of +1/+1 counters and generate that much amber.
Yeah, but then you're like exhausting 3 of your creatures and then gaining 3 amber the hard way.
Does it remove up to 3 +1/+1 counters? So you would just exhaust 1. That's for every creature. You put that many you put 3 +1/+1
Oh,
counters.
for each creature you put?
Yeah, for each
okay,
creature,
okay.
I believe.
That is a little better then.
If this is a library card, this deck would be nuts. This has like this deck looks like play 4 or more cards a turn, use 4 or more cards. It might actually struggle against Sanctum and Sarium because I don't know. I got a Bouncing Death Cork and a Fang Tooth, so maybe.
Yeah, I sure do wish we had more boxes to open. I'm ready to marathon games for sure. The day comes out.
I could open up decks like the ones I've been opening up tonight.
I mean, I think Dark Tidings decks. There's so much potential.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so fun to open them.
When I'm opening up Logos goofy stuff all night, then man, I would never get tired. Not a ton of Unfathomable too, so you actually get to have your fun.
Yes, this was really pretty light on Unfathomable blocks, and the Unfathomable we got was not super impressive. So. Love watching DT morning. Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
You don't get too many. There's no amber enhancements in this set, right?
There's at least one.
Is it
the Starlands person that gives you everything?
The mutagenesis researcher.
Yeah.
But like the Pixie isn't in, and
right.
stuff like that isn't in, right? So Wild Bounty's not in. Miasma Bomb's in the set. Did I know that? Yes, I did, because I could have deleted the game the other night.
Yeah,
and I didn't want to because
you're miserable.
Because I was miserable.
10. 2. Whoa. This is a mulligan. Starlands Logos Untamed has got a lot of potential.
I think the most possible busted decks from this set are going to be Logo Starlands Untamed.
Yeah.
And I think it is not going to be that, like, because I think there's a better version of this deck. I think this deck is, like, solid. I don't know how much Amber it's going to generate. I'll find out. I'll find out what playing 6 cards a turn does. This turned
okay, I'll just play this Theory or Conjecture to archive the top 2 cards.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say Logos. I'm gonna play Science. I'm gonna play Bilge Warden. If the tide is high, your opponent raises the tide. Otherwise, I raise the tide. I am going to play Eddie, and I'm going to archive a card. Then I'm going to phase shift and get one from Science. And then I'm going to play All Tied Up. I'll get one from Science, get one for playing All Tied Up, and the tide is high, so I will get one. And it's your turn. I will draw 6.
Alright, let's say Sanctum All. I'll play first or last to purge all creatures with the highest power.
Okay, let's purge an Eddie.
I will play a Badge of Magus and I'll Epic Quest to archive it. It is a night. It is a night. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Untamed.
Candy Bees, 5 subs. Gifted 5
gifted
subs.
5.
Thank you, Candy.
Appreciate that. I'm going to play Fangtooth Cavern. I am going to play Deepwater Gruin.
Jeez.
I am going to play my Liobi and Fangtooth Cavern to kill my Bilge Warden. I'll say check with 7. I will draw 3.
I'll say Logos. I'll play a Talmage. Well, no. I'll BDQ to kill the Meliobi. I'll play Bilge Warden. Raise the tide. Can't buy DT here, so I need something to spend money on. Feel free.
Yeah.
You feel the urge. And I'll play a Talmage. That's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so that's 6.
I am done.
Alright, so I will forge. I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to play World Tree. I'm going to play Cross Porpoises. Erase the Tide and enrage 2 enemy creatures. And then I am going to Reap with the Deepwater Gruin. And that's my turn. The Fangtooth will kill the Bilge Warden, and I'll draw 2.
Say Logos. I'll put a stack charge on this dude. I'll discard Science. I'll Reap with Talmage.
He's got to fight.
I'll fight the Deepwater Gruin. Actually, I won't even fight it, actually.
Okay.
Because
Get the World
Fangtooth might kill it. And World Tree also is good. I'll sit. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to... I'm going to play Rocketeer Triska. I'm going to play Shield You later. Comes into play ready. I am going to... Oh, I'll put my archives in my hand. I will Technobabble to stun Talmage. I'm going to Universal Translator, Shield You later. I'm going to Reap with Shield You later, which is going to let me use a friendly non-Starlines creature. I'll Reap with Deepwater Druid. I will Zap to do 3 damage to Talmage. And then end of the turn, Fangtooth will explode my Shield You later. And I will draw 4. I'll say check with 8.
Say Saurian. I'll play Faust. I'll Exalt Talmage. I'll play Cornizon. I'll discard Crushing Charge.
Okay, so I will forge for 7. Static Charge will do 2 damage to Triska. I am going to say Star Alliance for the turn. I am going to play Static Collector Array. These cost -1 while the tie is high. I am going to play Together so that I can play a non-Star Alliance card. I will play Witch of the Dawn, which will get back a creature. Is that good here?
You play a creature that you could also play.
Yeah. I'll play Witch of the Dawn to bring back the Shield You later. And then I'll play Meliobi. Since if the tide is high, you may play another Star Alliance, non-Star Alliance card. So I'll play Meliobi. I'll put Shield You later on Rocketeer Triska. I will put Universal Translator on Rocketeer Triska. I am going to Reap with Rocketeer Triska, which is going to let me use a non-Star Alliance creature, and Deepwater Gruin is going to fight Faust. And then end of the turn, Fangtooth smokes the Witch. I will draw 5. This deck is on.
Yeah,
this deck is on some stuff.
I can play like 2 cards a turn, and that's all I really got.
This deck like took some raw crystal meth before this game started. It is.
I'll ostracize the Rocketeer.
Oh no. This deck is doing some stuff.
Actually, I'll Decadence to move an Amber there first, and then
okay.
And then I'll I'll Reap with. I'll capture 2. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so at the start of the turn, the Static Charge does some damage to the Meliobi.
This deck is on the opposite of stuff.
Oh. This deck is I'm gonna say, we're saying Logos. Playing a Hydro Cataloger. I am playing an Eddie and archiving a card.
How many A's are in there?
2.
What the F?
Yeah. I'm gonna Positron Bolt, I guess, to kill the Tall Mage. And then I'm gonna phase shift in Hawkins to get 2. And then end of the turn, Fangtooth kills the Hawkins. The funny thing is, the Fangtooth and the World Tree like work together because it's like killing these idiot creatures that I want to play multiple times. I'll say check with 6, and I will draw 6.
All right, I'll say Logos. I'll play a Talmage. Actually, I'll play the Science first.
Okay.
Capture 1, then I'll play a Talmage.
It's got capture.
+3. Your key costs -1, so I have to take the Tide to not lose. Not lose the game. No.
Okay. Alright, so start of my turn, the static charge kills my Meliobi. I am you archived?
I did not.
I am going to say Logos. I'm gonna Theory or Conjecture and play the top card. Actually, first I'll Reap with Eddie.
The deck like does play 6 cards a turn. He called it, and in fact does it.
Yeah, I was not. I didn't think. I even like felt like I was like slightly exaggerating, but when I was like, you've got the Starlight's card that plays stuff. You got 2 phase shifts. I just didn't see how this deck just doesn't play a ton. All right, so I'll Theory Conjecture and play the top card of the deck. General Order 24. Oh man, this deck hates creatures, dude. This deck absolutely hates creatures. Okay, and then I Storm Counter, please. So I have played 2 things. I played Theory Conjecture and General Order 24. I am going to think twice to play an action card from my discard pile. Now, do I want to phase shift? No. Theory Conjecture, I think, is the actual play here to play another card at the top. Yeah, so I will think twice the Theory or Conjecture. So I'll play Theory Conjecture, play the top card, the Mysticetti, okay? And then this gets purged. And then I am going to Mind Bullets.
For 6?
Yeah. Now, if I take 3 chains here, funny thing, the General Order 24 just goes away. If I take 3 chains here, it's like, sure, I'll raise the tide. Taking 3 chains, and I'll archive the top card of my deck. And this deck hates creatures. I archived Bouncing Death Quirk.
Man.
And it is your turn. I'll draw, shuffle, draw. General Order 24 will explode because all the creatures are dead.
Say Sanctum, pick up the archive.
Yeah. That's telekinesis, Kyle.
Yeah, it'll be once we get the new soundboard.
You're gonna Epic Quest, aren't you?
I'll door stuff. I am gonna Epic Quest, yes. So at least I get to do that this turn. This game. Play Salvador. Play Badge. Capture. Play Larry of the Lake. Discard Hammergram. Or play Hammergram before I play anything.
Yeah.
Play Staunch Knight. Play Healer Harm to heal a creature and gain 1.
7.
Use Epic Quest. Forge a key. I've done it. I'm done.
Okay. 4.
I just allowed Nathan to take another fun turn.
Okay, I am going to put my archives into my hand and say Starlance. I'm gonna put Universal Translator on Salvador. And then I am going to Selective Preservation, choose a creature of each power value, so 3, 4, and 6. So Salvador will die. I am going to play together to play a non-Star Alliance card. I will Persistence Hunting and tap all 3. And then I am going to play Bouncing Death Quirk to kill Larry of the Lake. Yes. And I will say Fangtooth will kill Badge Magus. I will draw 3. I will say check with 7.
I can't do anything. No.
I didn't even draw my 2 Chelonios.
Jeez, there's 2 Chelonios?
This deck is crunk.
What the?
This deck is on some shit.
Good lord.
Oh my god. I have never seen such a high octane deck as this.
Chelonia's Hunting Witch.
Chelonia's Hunting
elusive.
Witch. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this is Mervagig, the Barrister of Treachery.
That's pretty good.
This deck is... Whew. Like I said, it's a shame the Mysticetti is in this deck.
That deck's 85 stats. I'm calling it right now. Once stats gets actually calculated. Yeah, that's pretty...
This deck was fast.
Pretty good.
The Keyforge was
I had a cheat to win.
free. Yeah.
I had a cheat to get it. Otherwise, I had like no amber.
Now, man. Now, if your opponent is just like stealing amber from you the whole game, that probably sucks to play this deck, but I think you could just outvalue them.
Yeah, the value is crazy, right?
Yeah.
And they can't have creatures.
I had gone all the way through my deck, and you were like halfway.
And I was like, but I was only playing like 2 cards a turn, so yeah, which is bad. Yeah.
Wow.
Wowee.
Wowee.
So, that is our new decks. Ooh, we're gonna peep a deck. Cool. It's been a while since we peeped a deck. I have to make sure that thing
Is
works.
this a Dark Tidings one?
It better be a Dark Tidings deck.
Ill, the Snake of Lightning. It is a Dark Tidings. Wizard Random, we appreciate that.
There we go.
Okay.
Thank you, Wizard Random. Okay. Hill, the Snake of Lightning.
Mac, love it. Sack of Coins, love it. Freebooter Phase, that Raise the Tide, that's pretty good. Bird Simpsons, and Secret Needle, so the combo from tonight that Justin used. And 2 Sea Urchins, too, so you can always shoot those urchins. Jackie Tar's cool. 2 Light of the Archons. Cease Forge is a very powerful card. And Countersuit also seems powerful. Fertility Chant. Double Fangtooth.
Countersuit with 2 Light of the Archons, too. Officer's Blaster, Rocketeer.
Yeah, so you can make like a really hard to kill creature. Mac the Knife.
And Unity Discord to bounce this stuff and play it again.
You could put a lot of that stuff on Mac the Knife.
Yeah, yeah. This is the Mac the Knife deck.
So you can actually buff your creatures above your Fangtooth limit too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bumblebird is back.
This is where Mac just reigns supreme in the board and Fangtooth eats everything else. Mac Ping Simpson. Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
I like that, yeah.
All tied up, Mauling Mock to get some artifacts. Instrument Silence you can put on Mac, so that way he can fight.
Mookling's great.
Yeah, Mookling, you can actually buff the Mookling too, Light of the Archons and whatnot.
Yeah.
This seems dope. Way the Pixie on Mac.
Yeah, you can Mookling with like Light of the Archons and countersuited up.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
Yeah, it's annoying.
What do you do against that?
That's very annoying. You fight it twice with Brobnar
with
creatures.
something. Like it gets ridiculously large at some point too, right?
Yeah, it gets hard to take out.
Man, yeah, that's cool. There's a lot of cool plays in there.
Man, I think like, you could probably
Bumblebird's in the set?
it for whatever reason. I have no idea why.
What?
Why?
What?
Why didn't you print it better? Why didn't you print a version that had like the Tide on it that did exactly the same thing as
That's crazy.
Goldberg, but what wasn't alpha?
The heck?
Right?
Yeah.
So
Power counters. Power counters are a lot better in this set, and I really appreciate that. I can't state that enough how much I like the use of power counters.
yeah, but I guess my problem is that you can't play it out of house. That's like when Bumblebird would be the best if you could phase shift in a Bumblebird, but you can't because of the alpha. That's my biggest complaint with Bumblebird having alpha on it.
It really doesn't even have to have alpha.
So
if it didn't have alpha, it'd be much better.
I'm fine with like a couple of really bad cards existing in the game. That's some sort of sick, perverted joke inflict on Keyforge players.
It's fine. It's all good. Eddie gets a treat.
Giving Eddie a treat. He's. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry you have to see Eddie like this. This is what happens with Eddie when there's no treats for hours.
Bonus game of Lighttasker versus the new one. Not unless someone redeems it for Fight Night finale or Fight Night main event. But there's already been a Fight Night main event redeemed, and it is a Dark Tidings deck versus Lighttasker.
It's the evil twin.
So we still need one undercard match, I think.
Because we had some floating undercards.
We had two. I believe we had two floating undercards. It was an AOA matchup and then a matchup of 69 SAS decks that we choose. So
that's right.
If someone wants to redeem another undercard match, and Lighttasker cannot be in an undercard match. Sorry, F all that. Yeah. We'll have a Fight Night next week. Someone wants to do that.
It's the champion's prerogative.
I'm gonna give it a treat, real quick.
Yeah. Oh, you heard the treat? Yeah. Saw him pop up. Big yawn.
Best treat catcher in the Southeast. Nah, he's not. So if we get another undercard match of Redemption, we'll do a Fight Night Sunday, which would be cool. We'll actually see a Dark Tidings deck take on Lighttasker. Will it be the one?
It's not.
I don't know.
It's not going to be the one.
I don't know.
I need some reps with it.
Yeah, it's just a little early to determine whether or not it's going to be the one or not. So with that being said, we're going to start the Tournament of Champions tomorrow. I'll get that set up by tomorrow.
We are playing it by ear.
What, for the remainder?
For the Tournament of Champions, yes. Because we don't have all 100 decks right now.
So the first X pods will be...
We will have 100 decks.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We will be deleting everyone's Amber totals before Stream Noir.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for that.
So
it's all gone.
The new betting is going to be great.
You're going to be betting. People who are new to the stream will have an advantage because you get an Amber for following.
That's true. That's true.
So you will have,
but only if you follow tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you're not following right now and you're watching,
I'll make sure.
Wait 24 hours.
Yeah, just wait. Just wait.
Unfollowing and following in does not work.
Yep. Got you.
What's that doing? Just laying there.
He's kind of hanging out.
Yeah. He's
just hanging out.
Being sad is no another treat. Give Sky Jedi all. Oh, look at that. Sky Jedi does deserve all the Amber for the work he puts into Keyforge.
311.
Okay, that's it.
Stormstrong is telling Sky Jedi to come original.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, we're done here.
And we'll see you tomorrow for the Tournament of Champions. Goodbye.
Later.